Hello everyone, it's Dan Reynoso here. I'm sorry it's taken me so long to get episode 3 of my journey up and going. I've been busy. I've been busy with life, and I think that speaks volumes to what we all need to do on our journey is get busy living, no matter where you are. I'm going to talk in this video about what I've been up to, what I have planned, and what I'm going to be embarking on tomorrow, starting tomorrow. At this time, right now, it is May 20th, 2018. Tomorrow, I begin my first of 5 radiation treatments with the CyberKnife. I'll talk a little bit more about that in a bit. What I've been up to. Like I said, I feel really bad because initially I wanted to post a weekly video to keep you guys informed with what I'm doing, and I'm still gonna try to get more videos up. And then looking back, I'm like, oh, I really let this page go. I really haven't been updating it and, making, helping people and reaching out to people, because when I first started doing this, people from all over the world were reaching out to me. I literally mean that. People from all over the world contacted me, either through email or on Facebook, telling me about their journey and what they've gone through. And that's been incredibly empowering. So I want to continue, I want to work on this. And now that my summer break is coming up, I'll have time to post more videos and reach out to more people, so that not only that I can possibly help them feel better, but that they help me feel better about what I'm going through. So first off, one of the things I want to talk about is there's a support group on Facebook. That I'm sure there's several of them, but the one that I'm on, I've got to talk to a few people on social media, and it's been very empowering to hear their story and hear how courageous they've been, and that helps me. That really helps me get through this. So to all the people who reached out to me and shared pictures of your beautiful family and you going through your procedures, just been incredibly empowering. So thank you so much. If you haven't explored the support groups on social media, please do, because just when you post a picture of like, hey, here I am outside. I posted a picture of myself outside of a facility about after I had finished with my CT scan and the mask being made to my face for the CyberKnife. And I posted a picture on one of these support groups or one of these private groups on Facebook, and the amount of love and support from people I don't even know, just saying, "You've got this, Dan. You've got this. Good luck." Hey, or people just saying, "Hey, I'm starting that." There's a woman who she's doing the exact same procedure as I am, and doing it for the exact same amount of time. So we're reaching out to each other, say, hey, let's talk to each other. Do you mind if I'd love to connect with you? I'm like, absolutely. And it's awesome to be that support system for someone, and for someone that you don't even know supporting you. So you're not alone. You are not alone in this journey. And sometimes people think, well, it's not cancer, so you shouldn't feel bad. I'm like, no, to hell with that. You have every right to be scared. You have every right to be angry. You have every right to be nervous. And just know that there's other people out there, and you don't have to physically see them and have to physically encounter them or even know them, but they're out there to support you. And it's really empowering to support people that you don't know who are going through the same thing that you are. It really brings out what's beautiful about humanity. We see so many times the negative and the ugly side of humanity, but when you can support someone that you don't know, and just typing in, "You've got this," and putting a heart, how that can brighten someone's day, because it did for me. Someone took 5 seconds to say, "You've got this." Sending positive thoughts, sending you love, saying a prayer for you tonight. Man, I read those over and over and over, and it gets me through. It gets me through. So if you haven't explored the groups that are on Facebook or on any social media, please do. Another support groups that I've gone to an actual physical support group where I showed up and there were other people dealing with their acoustic neuromas, and just listening to them and talking to them, and that was a good feeling. I've only gone to one of those. I was going to go to the second one, and I don't know what was going on in my head. We were on our way there, and my wife was driving me, and I don't know why. I just said, I don't want to go. I don't want to go. And I think I was at a moment of weakness. I didn't want to hear anyone else's story. I didn't want to. Maybe we go through that where we're just like, I don't want to talk about it. I just want to put it on a shelf and not think about it today. And I think that's okay to do. An amazing support group that I went to was just a much more general brain tumor support group that I went to here at UC Davis Med Center here in Sacramento. And I felt like I didn't belong at first because I was the only person in the group who didn't have cancer, or didn't battle cancer, didn't defeat cancer, or isn't fighting cancer. And as I see these people who their brain tumor was cancerous, and hearing the struggles that they went through, and I felt like, oh, I don't belong here. I don't. This isn't. It's like that scene in Half Baked where Dave Chappelle goes to an NA meeting, and he talks about being addicted to marijuana, and everyone gets upset at him, and he's like, marijuana's not a drug. I kept feeling like I'm Dave Chappelle at the NA meeting, and I'm about to admit that I'm addicted to marijuana. But it couldn't be further from the truth. The amount of love and support that I got from the brain cancer community, where they literally told me, oh no, you're one of us. You're one of the cool kids. And that was amazing. Oh my gosh, I can't put it into words. When I consider the fact that I lost my father to brain cancer, and one of my friends, Liz, is just, boy, is she a rock star. She's an advocate for brain cancer and brain tumor research, and she goes all over the United States speaking, and man, is she amazing. She amazing. I'm going to put a link to her page on the Brain Tumor Fighter website, and she just welcomed me with open arms and just said, no, you're one of us. You're one of us. You're dealing with this. And I always hate when people say, well, technically it's not a brain. You know what? It's a tumor that's grown inside my skull, and it's pressing against my brain. And if I let it go, and I let it continue to grow and grow and grow, I will probably die. So it's a tumor. I'm calling it a tumor. You got a problem with that? Like me. So yeah, that's been an amazing thing. So look for support out there. You'll find it, and be the support. It's so empowering to support someone. I've been living life. I've been keeping busy with my work, keeping busy with music, keeping busy being a dog and cat dad, keeping busy trying to be the most supportive husband I can. And I think that's one of the secrets that we need, is we need to keep busy. It's really easy just to sit back and wallow in misery, but keep busy, keep busy. So I play in this band called The Moans, and we do nothing. Our songs are very much, it sounds like the Ramones, the band are behind me. It sounds like the Ramones, and all of our songs are about horror movies. So, we sing songs about Friday the 13th, we sing songs about Halloween, we sing songs about, Vincent Price and Hellboy and all that fun stuff. And one of the bassist, who's the primary songwriter in the band, he came up with a really cool shirt that has a cyberknife mask, and it says "The Moans Cyberknife," and it's it's like this black and white kind of really sinister looking punk rock shirt. And he was saying, well, he and I were talking, maybe we can make that shirt with the proceeds going to the Acoustic Neuroma Association. And I'm very touched and I'm very honored that we're going to be doing that. So when those shirts are made, I'll make them available on the website. Quite honestly, it costs maybe about $8 to make a shirt. So what I'll probably be doing is we'll probably be selling the shirts for anywhere between $15 and $20 to recoup the cost of making the shirt, the $8, and then the up to $12 of each shirt going to the Acoustic Neuroma Association. Speaking of raising money and social media, Facebook, despite all the evils that everyone wants to say about Facebook, they have this feature where you could raise funds, and you pick your charity that you want to raise money for. And on their list of charities, the Acoustic Neuroma Association is listed. And so you set up this little page, and you just basically blast out to friends, "Hey, help out, help out!" And it was really cool because I set a goal that I wanted to achieve by May 12th, and my friends on Facebook helped me surpass that goal. It's not important to say how much we raised and all that, but we set a goal and we surpassed it. So whether you've got 1,000 friends on Facebook or 10 friends on Facebook, if you're doing social media and they offer a platform to raise money for an organization that's there for us, take advantage of it. A representative from the Acoustic Neuroma Association contacted me just saying how great it was that we did that for them. They don't get a lot of publicity for the work that they do and the support that they offer. So, hey, we can do something that gives them an extra $100 or $200 here and there. Fantastic. So explore that option. I felt very proud of how much my friends helped me raise, and then to know that the money's going to an organization that's very near and dear to my heart and my head. So yeah, that's been going on. So the next step of my journey, I've gone through about 4 different MRIs. The last MRI I had, it was horrible. They injected me with stuff so that they can see things even more clear. And being claustrophobic, I hate MRIs, and I know that it's a given that this is going to be something I'm going to deal with for the rest of my life, of having MRIs done. So I try and look at the positive of that, of like, well, at least if anything does show up in my head, they're going to find it early on. So I had the last of my MRIs done, and then last week I had the mold for my CyberKnife mask made, which it feels like they're putting wet sheets. It feels like, I just closed my eyes. I didn't want to know what was going on. It felt like they were taking wet lasagna noodles and just laying them over my face. But I could breathe through them, but it was this weird breathing where it's like you feel like someone has their hand over your face and trying to breathe. And so it was this, for being a claustrophobic person, it was not fun. But I had to sit there for like an eternity, but it was probably only like 40 minutes or so, and just sit there, and they let it dry, and then they pull it off my head. I felt like the scene in the reverse of the scene when Darth Vader's mask comes off, just and so felt like that. And then that's my head, and so that's what they're going to be using when they use the CyberKnife. Now, a lot of the friends that I've been in touch with, I call them friends. You are my friends. A lot of the friends who I've been in touch with who are going through their own procedures doing the Gamma Knife, where it's the big metal ring that kind of clamps onto your jaw, and then they bolt here and bolt there. Different process. I'm not having that done. Mine, if you just look up CyberKnife mask, Google image that, and you'll see what mine's going to look like. You'll see ones that have openings for the eyes and maybe even for the mouth. Mine is just completely, fully covered. There's nothing there. Cool thing is, though, I get to keep the mask, so I got a special idea of what I'm going to do with that mask. I'm going to display it in the house. So I did that, and then they did a CT scan, which wasn't as bad as an MRI, because a CT, MRI is this giant tube that they put you in, whereas the CT looks like a big giant donut, and your head just goes in there, so it's not as bad if you're claustrophobic. And that was about 10, 15 minutes in there. It did feel weird because it felt like you can feel like this rolling feeling on your head as they're getting a much higher definition of a scan of the inside of what's going on inside there. So from there, tomorrow, May 21st, 2018, I have my first radiation session. I'll be having a session on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. It'll be at the Kaiser Permanente radiology department. And I'm not going to lie, I'm scared. I'm nervous. you know, putting on this mask that covers my head, having that bolted down, and sitting there knowing that radiation is being zapped towards my brain. It's a little unnerving, but it's the journey that I'm going on. And to my friend out there who's going to be doing the same procedure the same day that I'm doing it, I'm going to be thinking about you, and it's going to keep me positive. If I can do this, so can she. I'm going to do this for her. I'm going to do this for all of our brain tumor fighters out there. And we've got this. We've got this. We can do this. And going through it 5 times. So, you know, it's scary, but we can do this. And you've got people that you don't even know who are there to support you. So lean on them and be there for people to lean on you. I think that's the way we're going to get through this journey. So thank you for being patient with me. I'm sorry it took me almost a year, it seems, to get another video up. I definitely plan on posting more. And good luck with you. Good luck to you with your journey. And take care.